Welcome back, legends. If you're checking out affordable gear for your grow space, we've listed all the budget-friendly items in the description below. Feel free to have a look through and pick up anything that suits your needs or situation. As always, everything is shared purely for education and harm reduction purposes, and you should only purchase equipment that's legal and appropriate where you live. We need to have a real conversation today. A conversation a lot of new beginner growers never hear because most people online don't want to say it. This channel is for viewers over 18 and our content is purely educational. We're not here to promote or encourage illegal activity. In the UK, cannabis cultivation remains illegal without a license. What we are doing is learning plant science and helping beginners avoid common mistakes. Just before we jump in, our new Budfellas courses are now available at the shop. If you are serious about learning plant science the right way, have a look below. Here's the truth. You do not need to spend £1,000 to £2,000 on your first setup. In fact, if this is your very first time experimenting with indoor gardening, you shouldn't spend that much. Your first setup should always be the cheapest, simplest, mistake-proof version possible. Not the most expensive, not the flashiest, not the one with dozens of fancy features, just the one that lets you learn without burning your money. Today, I'm breaking everything down. Why beginners overspend, why you don't need premium equipment on day one, and the exact items I recommend for people who want to start cheap, safe, and stress-free. No links in this script. Just explanations of why each item matters. The truth about beginner setups. Most beginners jump into the hobby excited. They watch a few videos, Google some equipment, and suddenly every company is trying to sell them expensive gear. They end up buying £700 lights, £300 tents, £200 ventilation, fancy controllers, dozens of unnecessary extras before they know it. They've dropped £1,500 on a hobby they haven't even tried. Then they make beginner mistakes, because everyone does, and that money becomes wasted. That's why your first setup should always be cheap. The goal is learning, not breakdown of each item one. The 100 by 100 by 200 centimetre beginner tent kit, perfect size for first-timers. Not too big, not too small. Comes with a simple full-spectrum LED, ventilation, and everything a beginner needs without overcomplicating things. Saves hundreds compared to buying items individually. Total cost with accessories, £416.96, $548.32. 2. The 2.4 metres by 1.2 metres Advanced Beginner Tent Kit for people with more space. Heavy-duty steel poles, dual 720-watt LEDs, strong ventilation, huge interior. Still far cheaper than premium brands selling the same performance. Total cost with accessories, £817.96, $1,075.66. 3. Indoor thermometer and hygrometer. Beginners underestimate temperature and humidity. This cheap tool shows both clearly. You don't need expensive climate controllers. This simple device prevents beginner mistakes for under £15. 4. Digital water thermometer. Beginners often forget water temperature matters. This device has a simple probe, big display, and helps you avoid common water-related issues. Cheap but important. 5. 25-watt submersible water pump, great for moving water, stirring containers, preventing stagnation, and basic hydro setups. Silent, affordable, and prevents stagnant water beginner problems. 6. Flexible 10-metre hose pipe, carrying buckets back and forth, wastes time and causes spills. A cheap, flexible hose makes filling containers easy and clean, saves your back and your patience. 7. Pack of 10 nursery pots. Lightweight, breathable, and perfect for beginners learning how often to water. Cheap, clean and easy to replace. You can upgrade to fancy pots later. These are perfect to learn with. 8. 100-litre collapsible flexi tank folds flat when not in use. Stores large amounts of water. No bulky plastic barrels, beginner-friendly, and extremely convenient for water storage. Final message. Start cheap, then upgrade later. Everyone makes mistakes when they start any indoor growing hobby. So spending thousands on day one is unnecessary and risky. Start with the affordable setup, learn the basics, and only upgrade once you know exactly what you need. Beginner total. Small space, £416.96, $548.32. Big space, £817.96, $1,075.66. All items explained here are safe, simple, and budget-friendly for first-timers. Start small, start smart. Don't waste your money on your first setup. This video is proudly sponsored by Spider Farmer, one of the leading names in grow lights and tents. If you're serious about healthy plants and bigger harvests, Spider Farmer has the gear you need. Check out their full range through the link in the description, and don't forget to use our discount code BUDFELLAS at checkout for 8% off your order. Big thanks to Spider Farmer for supporting Budfellas and plant education.